Okay. Because we've been talking about friends this week, I thought it would be a good idea for you to write a letter to one of your friends. Okay. So it could be a friend from class, from our class. It could be a friend from Miss Peterson's class, the other class. Or it could be a friend that you have that doesn't come to school. Okay. If your friend if your friend is in our class, when you turn this in, I'm going to print it and I'm going to put it in your materials for next week. So when your parents pick up your materials next week, you will also receive the letter that your friend wrote for you. If your friend does not come to this class, you're going to still turn in a picture of your letter, but unfortunately, I won't be able to get that letter to your friend. Maybe you on your own can take a picture and send it over to your friend. Okay? So, we're going to practice writing a letter. How do we write a letter to a friend? So, the first thing that we have to do when we write a letter is start with the date. Just like we start with our regular journal entries. So, this is my yellow writing journal. So, I'm going to do my letter on one of these pages. So on my yellow writing journal, I'm going to start with the date. And remember, you want to do this super nice and neat because you're writing it to a friend. A friend, if they can't read your writing, then what's the point of your letter, right? It has to be really nice and neat. So we're going to start with our date today. Today is 10 because it's October. So October 7th, 2020. So October 7th, 2020. The next part of writing a letter is called your salutation. It's like saying hello. So it's the first part that we do when we're writing a letter. And it usually starts with dear. If you're writing to a friend, your letter will usually start with dear. If your letter is for somebody that's not a friend, then maybe you don't want to put dear, and we can talk about that later. But because we're writing to our friends, we're going to start our salutation with dear. So we're going to go all the way to the beginning on the next line. Capital D, dear. And then you're going to put the name of your friend. Okay. I'm going to highlight in yellow the parts that you need to copy. If it's not in yellow, you don't copy it. Okay, and you don't highlight yours. I'm just doing it so that you can see. So the parts that I'm highlighting in yellow are parts that you need to copy. You don't highlight yellow. This just means this is what you're copying from me. Okay, so you're going to put dear. And then after your friend's name, we put a comma. So when we're writing to our friends, we start with dear and then we write their name and we put a comma. I'm going to write my letter to Miss Peterson. She's my teacher friend. So I haven't seen her in a while either because of COVID. So I'm going to write Dear Miss Peterson. So it's not highlighted in yellow, so you're not going to copy her name, right? You're going to write your friend's name. Dear Miss Peterson. Uh-oh, and I put my comma too soon. And I'm doing wine with pen. That's why we always use pencil, right? So I'll do my comma again. Dear Miss Peterson. Okay. Then you're going to skip a line. We're going to skip a line in our letter. Dear Miss Peterson. You're going to write your friend's name. Dear Jackson C. Dear Genesis. Dear Sophia. Dear Nicole. Okay? Dear Andrew. Whoever your friend is, you're going to put their name. Oh, sorry. Then we skip a line. And then you're going to write your message. This is called the body of your letter. This is where you write your message. What do you want to say? So we're going to use 2 lines to write our message. What do you want to say to your friend? It could be something like, I miss you. I remember last year when we used to play with the hula hoops. I hope I get to see you soon. Um, what do you want to say to your best friend? So to Miss Peterson, I'm going to say, I hope, remember, nice and neat. I hope you are well. I miss I miss talking with you. Period. Don't forget your periods. I have 2 sentences. I hope you are well. I miss talking with you. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say. This is my body. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. After you've done your body, we're going to write our conclusion. Conclusion is the part where we say, like, goodbye. Okay? We can end our conclusion by saying, sincerely, okay, I miss you, your best friend. So I'm going to end mine with sincerely. So sincerely is not going to go over here. I'm actually going to write it. Look at where my date is. I'm going to go where my date is and I'm going to draw a line straight down. It's going to come straight down from my date. So about right here is where I'm going to write sincerely. 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 So remember, this is the part where we're saying like goodbye. Sincerely. And then the very last part, we're going to write our name. So we close it with our signature, with our name. Writing our name is called our signature. So I'm going to say, sincerely, Miss Cortez. So my name needs to go right under my sincerely. So again, my letter says, Dear Miss Peterson, I hope you are well. I miss talking with you. Sincerely, Miss Cortez. So yours will say something like, Dear Braden, I miss playing with you on the playground. Miss you very much. Sincerely, sincerely, I don't know who you played with, Braden, on the playground. Sincerely, Alex C. I don't know. I'm just making this up, boys and girls. But that's what you would say to your friend. And then make sure you draw a beautiful picture for your friend. Okay? And then you're going to turn in your picture to Canvas. Make sure, so if mom and dad are helping you take the picture, or if you're taking the picture on your own, make sure that you get a good picture of your whole paper and that it's kind of close so that we don't see a whole lot of other things around it. Okay? Because then if your friend is in our class, then I'm going to send that letter to your friend. Okay? Your friend will get to read it. And that's it. Alrighty. Oh, did you guys get to see the sincerely? I'm sorry. I don't know if I. Sincerely, Miss Cortez. You're going to put sincerely and then your name, your signature. Okay.